Alright guys, so I was at a $15 blackjack table today. I had my fair share of characters, but the one guy I'm going to talk about is the drunk guy smoking a cigar with his basic strategy card, who's got more money than he knows what to do with, and he's a pompous asshole to everybody else at the table. So this guy buys in. Now he only bought in for $500, but I mean he had a whole bankroll with him, and he's just stacking chips out there, not caring how much he's betting. He doesn't know how much he's betting. But he's slowing the table down because after every hand he's got to think about how many chips he wants to stack up, but he doesn't even count them and then he stacks it. Anywho, and he's got his basic strategy card there. And like 2-3 hands in, I deal him a soft 19 and I have a 6 showing, and he goes, well, I got to check the card. He checks the card. He goes, all right, stay. And I was like, are you sure? And he's like, yeah, that's what the card says. He goes, any 18 or 19, you got to stay. And I was like, no, not against a 6, you would double. He goes, nope, that's not what the card says. All right, fine, whatever. Ended up losing the hand when if he would have doubled down, the whole table would have won. But that's neither here nor there. It could have went in the player's favor, like, coin toss or whatever. Could have helped him just as much as it could have hurt him. And then this guy started playing 2 hands, and he's got a 13 and I'm showing a 10. He looks at his basic strategy card. He goes, oh, I got to hit it. So he hits it, and I don't remember what I gave him. But I do remember that the very next hand, since he had 2 hands that were both 13s, he's like, oh, I got to check my basic strategy card. And I'm like, you just had the same situation, no less than 0.5 seconds ago with the exact same fucking cards. So I had to look at it. And then he hit it again, and I think he busted that one out. But he had this basic strategy card, and he looked at it probably 40 times. And when he looked at it, I don't know what he was thinking, because if he didn't agree with it, he didn't do it. Like, he didn't hit his soft 18 versus a 9. He didn't hit his 15s versus a 10 or his 16s versus a 10. But yet, he still made sure to check the card every time to see if that's what he was supposed to do. And then he would check it and be like, oh, I'm supposed to hit. And then he'd be like, wave that off. And, thankfully, I eventually got all of his money, and he went to another table. But there's one other thing that happened that I want to talk about, and this is why you shouldn't be a dickhead at a table, and why you should tip your dealers. Because everybody knows that when you hit the table, that means you want another card. When you wave your hand, that means you're staying. Well, at our casino, you get the option to double down on your 21 or your blackjack or whatever. So we don't pay you out right away. In some casinos, as soon as you get your blackjack, they pay you out so they don't have to deal with you. Not us. We wait till it's your turn and see what you want to do. Most of the time we just pay it out because I've only ever had a couple people double down on it or whatever. But this guy hit the table just like that. Like, about time I got a blackjack. And so what did I do? I flipped him a card really quick and got him an 8. So now he's got, ace, queen, 8. And he's like, whoa, hey, what's going on there? I got a blackjack. I was like, no, you hit your blackjack. And he's like, no, you can't hit your blackjack. I was like, yeah, at our casino you can. And you hit the table, and so it's a blackjack. Or so it's a hit. And he called my floor over, and he's cussing and swearing. And the floor goes, well, did you hit the table? And he's like, yeah, I hit the table. And he goes, well, that's the sign for another card. And he goes, no, it's not. He goes, I said about time. And I was like, well, you hit the table, so I don't know, maybe about time you get another 10 for 21. I don't know, about time for what? About time for you to leave, go home, give me a tip? What's it about time to do? I just know hand signals. Like, I might as well be a deaf person dealing, because you either got to hit the button, the table, or go like that. I mean, if you don't do anything, I don't do anything. But if you go like this, I move on. And if you go like this, I give you another card. So I ended up calling surveillance, and they said, no, yeah, he hit the table. He admits to hitting the table. Surveillance saw him hit the table, so, that is what it is. And he ended up losing the hand. So I highly doubt he'll be back. after he goes home and realizes that we screwed him, because he kept playing after he lost all of his money, but he was pretty drunk. So if you're gonna sit at my table and be drunk and slow my game down and not tip me, you better be on top of your game, because I'm not gonna try to help you out at all.